This is very much a piece that deals with the collaboration, the partnership between movement and music. Can you tell us a little bit about the origin of this collaboration?
I think that the premise when we started out and sketching out the project was very much about a bit theoretical about music and dance. But as we started making it, we saw also, we can throw away that scaffold and we see it as also about how do we two artists meet or find common ground.
We were interested in creating an arena for our conversation on more democratic premises. And to see what we could make then. We experienced our artistic dialogue quite fruitful in the other pieces that we collaborated on. So this was kind of our occasion to create a playground where we could expand what that conversation could mean.
Music is one of the ground premises from day one when we start working on the floor. Not like I come in and I see something and then I make some, but what happens if the music originates from within? The premises of making performance art, which is being in the studio and being in the room and thinking about space.
We were interested in finding structures, literally structures that can carry material that we both can do together. So instead of thinking, how can I accompany Lasse or how can he support me from his home base, we were interested in finding these overlapping materials that didn't rely on any specific expertise from either side, but that could be carried from a structural point of view.
Can you tell us a little more about the use of scores? How did you use them? How did you create them? And then work with them during this process?
I think we tried to find what kind of structures can kind of hold in one way like nonsense and in another way like tie the piece together so it looks cohesive in that sense.
Both Lasse and I have a kind of passion for the precision that you can achieve by organizing something, and that organizing something, anything, any material, makes it something in the world. So the organization of the thing makes it a material that you can watch and look at and touch almost or relate to. And then also it became more elaborate when we really started to work with, we did work with some existing structures that we applied to our own material.
Old tricks. I mean, musical tricks and repetitions and rondo, but then applying it on different things or palindromes, switching number sequences. Seems like, oh shit, they rehearsed a lot to do it, but actually
we're just counting.
What changes would you like to see on a sustainability front in terms of your artistic practice and the way that you are received at cultural institutions?
Yeah, I think what I would love to see is how the conversation is carried at different levels and how the collaboration can take place between organizing venues, programming bodies, artists, of course, but also that there is an increase in collaborative spirit in order to make sure that it will be easier for artists to carry out an ethical practice, especially when it comes to touring, when it comes to distribution of performances. Because I think the desire from artists is there, but sometimes it's hard to know what you can demand and what you should demand.